Hey everybody, Jeff from eFish here. Just wanted to give you some tips and tricks on the California Spiny Lobster. For starters, this is obviously different than the lobsters that you would find in the Northeast, the American lobster, because it doesn't have claws. You'll also notice that the shell is just going to have, or this carapace section is going to have a lot more spines, and so it's just spikier all around. I'm going to show you how to remove the tail and how to devein the lobster. So you can see this is a beautiful lobster that we're working with here. And what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna curl up the tail a little bit and I'm just gonna give it a quick turn away from me here. And you'll see that that's going to start to remove some of the meat. You could just rip it out. I'm gonna take a knife and just start to cut around here, just to make sure we get as much meat out of here as we can. And I'm gonna separate the head now. We'll set this guy aside. And you'll see that now we are working with just the tail. Now, before we do that, I'm gonna break off some of the antenna here. And the reason is because you'll notice that there's going to be a little bit of an intestinal tract here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to stick it in this hole down here at the base of the tail. And we're just going to stick it in there. And we're going to run it up just a little bit. And then we're slowly going to bring it back out. And this should bring with it the entire intestinal tract. Which is now, as you can see, no longer in the tail. And so now this tail is going to be good to go. Now, just to go one step further, what I like to do is cut this tail in half. So I'll just take some basic kitchen shears and I'm going to cut up along the top. And I'm going to do the same along the bottom. I like to separate out these little legs here. And so now you can do one of a few things. You can move the meat out and keep the shell intact like this. Or what I like to do, which maybe is a little bit lazier, is to just cut the meat in half here. And this now leaves us in a place where we have the meat basically butterflied nicely. And it's ready for the grill. Thanks, everybody.